Hello once again, Star Wars Unboxing fans. Welcome to another episode of Darth Tuba's Star Wars Unboxing Show. I'm your host, Darth Tuba, and today I am going to be unboxing two items. Actually, two of them are unboxed. One of them is, and then a third thing, which is kind of like a grouping of things. You know what? Why don't I just kind of go into it? So, as of late, I have been on kind of a nostalgic celebration kick, meaning Star Wars celebrations, and I owe a lot of this to a good friend of mine and fellow Star Wars fan and truly an inspirational fan in that, and that is Kara DJ, who has the Into a Larger World podcast and a fanzine, and just all around great creator whom I subscribe to, and she's been really into Star Wars Celebration. In fact, last year when I had my Star Wars sale, I actually sold off a couple of items from my Celebration experiences, and she actually purchased some of them to add to her collection. So I think she kind of, I don't want to put words in her mouth or anything, but I do believe that some of her fandom in Star Wars is centered around Celebration, at least to some degree. And I kind of thought about it a little bit, and I said, Star Wars Celebration really is a phenomenal thing. And we're at the point right now, like April, May. We're now, and this is being filmed in May, when Star Wars Celebration would have been a thing. It is going to be a thing next year. Unfortunately, it's going to be in Japan, so I will not be able to attend there. But it does kind of make me think about, all right, I thought about my own Celebration experiences. I have had the good fortune to attend 4 celebrations. I attended the Celebration 3, I believe, which was the one held in Indianapolis, and it was right before Episode 3. And then a few years later, I attended 2007, I attended Celebration 4, and that one was in Los Angeles. I actually brought my daughter to that. It was a kind of a daddy-daughter outing. My daughter was about, 2007, she'd been about 10. And we had a really good time. We also went to Disneyland and got to see, entertain our Disney fix as well. So that was a lot of fun. And then a few years later, I went to the next one, which I went with a friend of mine. And that one, I guess that was 2008, maybe 8 or 9. And the last one I went to was 2010 in Orlando. And I remember that one, that one was fun. Well, it was fun, but it was exhausting because I took over. I'm for those who don't know, I'm a marching band director, music teacher, and I took over as the lead director of the marching band in the school I teach in. And it started officially the day before, the day after rather, Celebration ended. So I went down. My original plan was to go down in 2010 for that August celebration, and it was going to be Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. All right, my plan was to do Thursday. I think I went down Wednesday. I went Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and I was going to come home on Saturday. And then they announced, after I had booked my trip and everything, they had announced that they are having the last tour to Endor, where they were having this big celebration, this big Star Wars celebration during Star Wars Celebration at Hollywood Studios, where they were going to have a great celebration, because they were getting ready to close Star Tours to refurbish it for Star Tours 2.0. And there was going to be specialty things, and it was going to be like a Star Wars weekend event with characters and fireworks and everything. I said, oh, God, I got to stay. So I booked another night, but I took a super early flight out. So I remember going to, I think the fireworks were like at midnight. So I did the fireworks Saturday night, and then I think I had to take a bus to the airport at I had to get up at 4:30. So I literally had 3 hours sleep. And that was the day, and then I got home, and then I had a little bit more time, but then I had to start marching band as a director. That was crazy times, but worth it. It was awesome. Anyway, so I was being nostalgic and watching and listening to some of Kara DJ's Into a Larger World material about all this stuff about Celebration. It got me thinking, there was some really cool stuff about Celebration that I thought I would share. But so part of it is something new and part of it is something older. So let me first talk about something new that just came in the mail this week. And that is this awesome Plush Black Krrsantan. Now, I will say this. I love this little guy. It's so cute. I don't do like crazy amounts of plush collecting, okay? I do have a few. Well, this is kind of posable, but I just thought this was a cute thing. And I know that they probably even had some, I don't know if they sold out of these. You know, this is just, I think when this celebration happened, this was not very young, not very old. It's only been around a little bit. But, you know, Black Krrsantan was kind of a breakout fan, you know, character that fans seemed to like. So I thought that was kind of cool. And I just love his little, you know, cross guard here and everything else. So yeah, this is from 2022, so this is like 2 years ago. So now they just released a Black Krrsantan kind of plush, not plush, but like kind of like it's, what is it, the Toydarian toy maker in Galaxy's Edge. I might pick that one up too. I don't know, we'll see. I definitely want to get the Cad Bane if he's still there. I don't usually get all of them. I usually get like just a couple here and there, but this little guy, he's just cute. And I do have my vintage Chewbacca plush. It's a little bit taller, and I'll kind of buddy this guy up with him. So there we go. Now, this one, I want to talk about. These are things that I've picked up over the years, and I will be honest, in full disclosure, these are Star Tots. Okay, now this is kind of what made me think. Now, these are not new. I picked these up a few years ago. Now, Star Tots are, well, there's a huge story that goes along with this, but for those who aren't aware, this Star Tots were a concept that Kenner was, I believe, and please correct me if I'm mistaken in the comments, but Kenner was creating a concept kind of like a Fisher-Price. You know, if you remember the Fisher-Price play people, those little guys, that they were basically just static little figurines that you could put in with little play sets and everything. Well, they wanted to do this kind of thing with Star Wars. And so they kind of created a Star Tots line as a concept. Well, I guess Lucasfilm or whomever they didn't want to sign off on it for whatever reason. Maybe they just didn't think it was appropriate or whatever. So it didn't happen. So it was just something that was always in the concept stage, and there might have been some prototypes made, but generally speaking, it was a concept only. Fast forward to Star Wars Celebration 6. So actually, this one I did go to. Okay. No, wait. Did I go to this one? 5, 6, 2012? No, I'm thinking about it. Yeah, I might have gone to that one. I think it was Celebration 5 that was the last. That might have been the last tour to Endor. Now that I'm thinking about it, I think it is. Anyway, regardless, I'm sorry if I got my celebrations mixed up. I know I went to 4 of them. So this is one that I might. If this is one that I went to, then all right. I did definitely attend 3, 4, 5, and 6. So this one, this is part of what's called the Star Wars collecting track. And the Star Wars collecting track is a really cool thing that happens at most celebrations. And it was started by some big collectors like Gus Lopez. I'm not exactly sure everybody that's involved. But what happens is that there is a stage, an area, where you can have Star Wars celebration collectible panels. All right, all panels about different types of collecting. And it's, you know, you can line up and attend that just like you can attend multiple stages with different types of programming all throughout the weekend. However, with this one, there was a kind of unique little extra bonus, is that if you attend a track, you know, there maybe were 20 different panels you could take over the course of the weekend and go to. They usually last about an hour. And if you attended them, then at the end they would give you one of these. So the people that were running the panels would sponsor making up these really cool kind of giveaways, all right? And it's more than just a sticker or a patch. This was like a full-out, this is, you know, I don't know if you can see this, but this is like actually a plastic casing with a card and a little metal kind of medallion-like, but shaped like a little figure. Obviously, this is Princess Leia, right? And if you look on the back, you can see there. So there were 20. Collect all 20. Okay, so you go to the different track panels. It says up here in the top, Star Tots are available free at the Celebration 6 collecting track panels. Attend all 20. right? So you could get all the different ones, right? So I was able to pick up, these are some that I picked up. Now, I will tell you this. I wasn't able to collect all the panels. I could go to all the panels. You would literally have to just do that for the most of the weekend. You know, they had spacing out, but you did have to do that a lot. So I went around and checked out lots of different things. So there's Princess Leia. There was also Hammerhead. Who else we got here? We have the Death Star droid. You know, these are all obviously very similar to the figures that they released. This is the blue Snaggletooth, which is, again, kids. Snaggletooth was a character that was originally supposed to be a shorter red uniformed character, but when the way the story goes, they put it in as a full 3 3/4 inch character in a blue uniform and had funky silver boots, like moon boots, and they put it in with the Sears or JCPenney, I can't remember which one, Cantina Adventure playset, which was 4 figures and a cardboard cutout, and that was released again either in Sears or JCPenney, and that's the you know, so that the blue Snaggletooth is very rare, so they included that as part of this, which I thought was a cool thing. Okay, we got Han Solo. These are all ones that, now I will be honest with you, I picked up some of these there. Here's the Power Droid, but some of them I picked up later on eBay. We have Greedo. There he is. We have the Tusken Raider. 1, 2, 3, 4. How many did I get? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We have Walrus Man. 10. Darth Vader. 11. Chewbacca. 12. C-3PO. 13. I like the little crate dragon in the back there. Stormtrooper. 14. Luke Skywalker. 15. Luke Skywalker X-Wing pilot. 16. R2-D2. 17. Okay, and I think that was it. I do have this other pin that's from another. This is from. It's called Pinicorn. Pinicorn.com. This is a Luke Skywalker. I think I just had it in here. So yeah, 17. So who didn't I get? Now I'm gonna have to go look for these. I guess I didn't get the Death Star Trooper. I didn't get R5D4, and I didn't get Obi-Wan Kenobi and a Jawa. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So, okay. So, 16. So, I'm short 4. So, I might kind of go in search of just to complete them. Now, I will say this, that I decided that I wanted to have a nice little display for these, and you could get a display. Now, unfortunately, this is not the exact display. This display is actually for a later one. I think this was for the collecting track that came out a few years later, maybe at the next one, because you can tell if you look at the characters, those are not the characters that I have. But I just enjoyed having this, like just being able to put these guys in kind of like a like a store display. I'm not exactly sure how to display them, but or unless they're supposed to go, I don't know. I'm not quite sure how they're supposed to go here, but I'll put them in just like this, just so I have them a way to kind of store them and display them. I had these kind of in just like hanging in my office, but I think I wanted to do something a little different with them. Now, the cool thing is, and again, this guy's not really part of this, but I'm just going to put him here. I'm going to kind of store him in here anyway. But You could even put more in here, which is cool. So I might actually do that. I'm not 100% sure how this thing is supposed to work, unless I'm missing something, but I think I'm going to lean these guys back. Oh, that's weird. These things, like, maybe I'm missing something. They lean forward. It's very interesting. Maybe I have to have them fully, like, I don't know. It's kind of weird. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure how they go. I'll have to look it up, because it doesn't seem to be displaying right. So, but again, these could be different. I will point out one other one that I picked up, and that's only because I was not present at this next one, but I really, really wanted this one, and that is the Cantina band member. This is from the Celebration. Now, does it say which one? Cantina band member, Star Wars Celebration, collect all 20. Now this looks like it says Star Wars Celebration, but I can't really pick out which one it is. I know 2019. So if these were 20, if these were 2012, let's see, Celebration 6 was 2012. I have to look it up and see how many of these there were. So they might have kept going on this. They've also done, like, they've done trading cards, they've done medallions, they've done the coins. Like, so what I love about this is I love the Cantina band member. People who watch this channel know that. And I love that he actually had a little coin with it too. So it's really cool. And I understand that people who have sponsored these collecting tracks, like, you know, a person would sponsor maybe buying all of one coin. You know, they may only make like 500 of them, so they'll pay for the cost of 500 coins and packaging, which could run up into the thousands, you know, or at least in the late high hundreds. And then I think for that they also, in addition to, you know, getting their name on the stuff, they also get I think they are given at least one set, maybe a couple of sets. So, and these do go for a pretty penny if you look at them on eBay. I was able to find just the box, which I really liked. Another one they did a few years back was the cereals. They had like a cereal box. They did, like, if you remember the variety pack of small cereal boxes, they actually had Star Wars parody cereal box names, you know, like Count Ducula or stuff like that, you know, like weird things like that. And it was really cool. It was really fun. And I thought it was a great thing. I have a lot of other Celebration memorabilia, mostly in form of like ephemera, paper stuff, and, you know, cards and patches and things that people are giving away. So I have mostly that kind of stuff, and a few Celebration items, you know, that I bought at the store and things like that. At some point I might take you guys on a tour of more of that, but I just wanted to share that with you guys here. Again, thank you to Kara DJ for being so cool with sharing, you know, her collection and talking about her experiences. You know, for the next, I'm really making a point. I really want to make it a bucket list item. I want to get back to Celebration, and I want to get back at the next domestic one. I'd love to go to Japan, but, you know, the budget, I have a limited budget, and you know, to travel someplace like that to Japan, it's like you're going to spend all of your money to get there, and you're not going to be able to do anything while you're there. You know, whereas if I do it somewhere here, you know, preferably Florida. I think Florida is due. Hint, hint. Lucasfilm. You already did Anaheim. Let's bring it to the East Coast, at least down there. Would be great. All right, would be really cool. So, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed my little trip down memory lane of Celebration. I'm going to look for some more of these Star Tots as we go, because they're really cool, and I'd like to maybe look into getting some more. So we'll see if I can, and if I do, I'll make sure I document it on the channel. Thanks so much for watching. Until next time, may the Force and the toys, whether they're from, or the collectibles from Celebration, may it all be with you.